Literally just one day ago, I made this video going over Facet's map making competition, and we discussed if any of the maps would actually get added to the game. Well, just 3 hours after I posted the video, the winner of the competition, Grail, was actually added to the game, along with 4 other maps as well: Agency, Dogtown, Brewery, and Jura. I really hope that's how you pronounce that. To make this video brain rot friendly, we're just going to be doing a quick overview of each map in 1 minute or less, so that you're not completely lost when you play them for the first time. Right after a word from today's sponsor. Skin Club is a popular CS2 case opening site with a ton of different provably fair game modes, like case battles, upgrader, and more. They also have daily cases, a ton of different deposit methods, and just as many ways to withdraw your winnings. And the best part is, if you wanted to try it out, you can use code DNB or the link in the description below for a free 7% bonus when you deposit. They also have a limited time event going on right now where you can earn rewards just by playing on the site. 18 plus only, and play responsibly. And huge thanks to Skin Club for sponsoring this video. Valve also added missions in this update, and I hope that this is just a test and not the full feature, because it would be really fun to see more in-depth and engaging challenges. So this is the first map, Grail, that we went over in yesterday's video. This is what T-spawn looks like. Over here on the other side of the map is CT spawn, and as you can tell, it is also B site, and this site actually looks really cool. This map does have a really big mystery vibe with this huge octopus looking guy. This is what the A site looks like. And also another thing, if you haven't picked up on it yet, this whole map is a mini golf course. Then this is what mid looks like. This is coming out from CT. This is a nice little op angle. You can actually go in this tower and op out of it. You have this area which comes from T spawn, and you can also go to B through this little shop. Then a little bit further down mid, you have another area which you can go to A site. And of course, there are a bunch of other little side areas in this map, and to explore all of those, you'll either have to watch yesterday's video or just load up the map for yourself, because this is a really beautiful looking map. The next map is Agency, and this map was actually in CSGO, so if you've been around the Counter-Strike community for a while and you've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time, you definitely will know your way around this map. Moving from CT spawn, we go into this building right here, and you can go up here to get to mid, over here, or over there. Now we're going to be taking this area right here, and as you can see, it opens right up to mid. This is what the middle of the map looks like. The terrorists can come out of this area, that area, and down here and down here. Coming over to mid from CT, we can see that this is a nice little vantage point. This map looks like it actually will be really difficult to play because there are so many angles to look out for, and I'm sure you would know all about that if you played the older version of this map, but I don't really have that much experience with it. I remember playing CSGO when this map was in the game, but I never really played it too much. Over here is what T-spawn looks like, and you can get to mid just by going through this way. And just like that, you are at mid. This is where the first hostage is, right next to mid, and also right next to long. And the second hostage is all the way on the other side of the map, right here in this corner, very close to mid. So this is where all of your fights are going to be happening. This map is really nice looking, and I like how they redid all of it. Also, if you come into the bathroom, there are now smart mirrors, which are basically just TVs, and I don't know if this was in the old version of the map. This is a really cool and smart way to put in a mirror that doesn't actually work. It doesn't really take away from the map or the immersion, because you understand that this is supposed to be a mirror, but it doesn't actually function as one, which is pretty funny to me. The next map is Jura. Definitely let me know down in the comments below if I am pronouncing that wrong. I feel like there's a really good possibility I am. And this is what the T-spawn looks like. These hot air balloons actually look really cool. I think they're also moving, which is pretty awesome. Then from T-spawn, you basically just go up this really big hill, and this map is huge. I mean, if you look up at the radar on the top left, you can tell how big this map is. This is what the B site looks like. It looks super complex with a bunch of different angles to look out for. Dude, this map is massive. This is my first time on this map, and there is just way too many angles. Although the cool thing about this map is all of the verticality. There's like 3 different levels on this map, it looks like, and pretty much everything is on a hill, so it looks like your crosshair placement won't really help you out too much in this map. Also, these hot air balloons look insane. I mean, look at this one. To get a little bit of a closer look here. Dude, this is really really detailed. I can't believe how detailed these hot air balloons are, especially for just being something that's out of bounds. It looks like even if we go up to one of them that's really far away, it is still just as detailed, which is crazy to me. It is very obvious that they put a lot of work into this map. Then we have CT spawn right next to this gnome and a really cool view of the city. Also, there's destructible balloons here, and CT spawn is right next to A site. This map is just really complex and kind of confusing. I'm sure that it would be really fun to play. It'll just take a couple playthroughs to actually fully understand it. There's so many different areas you can go in. There are buildings with 2 stories and even a underground area. This actually looks like my favorite map of this whole entire video. Then last but not least, we have a wingman map called Brewery. Obviously, this is where they're making beer or wine or something like that. This is what the CT spawn looks like, and going over into mid, as you can tell, this is a little bit of a smaller map. Although it does look really nice, this gives me strong like TF2 vibes. And this is what mid looks like. Moving on through mid, we can go over here towards T spawn. We have this big wide open warehouse area, and right next to it over here on the outside of the map is where T spawn is. Now once you spawn as a T, there's really only one way to go, which is right here, and then you can pick to either go a long or directly to mid. There are a bunch of offshoots to get over to mid, and it looks like right here is actually the bomb site. This map looks really fun to play, and I'm sure it is the one that I will be playing the most of, since I always play wingman to warm up. And last but definitely not least, we have Dogtown. I really like how this map looks. I think this is on the like pier in Los Angeles, and we have this huge roller coaster here, and not to mention this amazing looking Ferris wheel over on the edge of the map. And I think I actually saw something about this not too long ago on Twitter, where this actually blinks red whenever the bomb is planted, which is actually really cool. Over here, this is a little offshoot area. There's a lot of cool Easter eggs in here, like the Valve Easter eggs, and also I think that this is a map core Easter egg, which is pretty cool. We have the horrifying little thing from Half-Life, I think, and then we have a bunch of names of YouTubers and other people that I'm not too sure about up here on the top. As you can see here, we got Dima and OniPixel, which is pretty cool. We also have LilyQ, which is a huge map maker. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of her maps. War Owl is up here as well. And I'm sure there's a lot of other cool YouTubers that I just don't recognize at the moment. Now coming over this way, this is CT spawn. Again, there is a big octopus on this map too. I'm not sure what's going on with map creators and octopuses, or maybe this one's a squid since it's got the pointy top, I don't know. I also think it's octopi, not octopuses. Now onto the actual bomb site. It is a huge carousel, and you can plant in this whole entire area. This map is definitely really cool. It does a good job portraying the pier, and it almost makes me feel like I'm playing GTA 5 again. Overall, I'm really happy with this update. I'm glad that Valve are actually adding community made maps into the game. Now all we need is better challenges, and Valve, while you're at it, please bring back the 1v1 warm-ups for Premier games. By the way guys, we now have a Discord where I am doing a ton of giveaways. The most recent giveaway winner was actually just picked last week, and I will be doing a new giveaway next week, so if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure to join. The link will be down in the description below. It is also just a really cool place to hang out and talk with like-minded people, and also stay in the know about news relating to CS2, as I post most of the stuff that I make videos about in the Discord beforehand. Also, YouTube tells me that up to 90% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed, so if you just checked and you aren't, please make sure to hit that sub button and click the bell so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.